on your definition list will classify all of the shapes you have on that list. Every shape on that list can be called this one thing. Kaylin. Polygons. You don't have to write what I'm writing on the board. I want you focused and paying attention. I will give you a copy to go in your notebook. I'm going to make you a copy of this same chart to put in your notes, okay? Alright, so the polygon is like the big daddy of all the other shapes we've talked about, okay? The tip, top, big head, okay? Now, I don't want you getting into specifics yet, but I want you to look at that list, and I want you to tell me what shapes could I put that I could classify as a polygon. Raise your hand if you know one. EJ. Triangle, and that's a perfect one to start with. And we're going to go in order from here. I want you to think 3-sided, 4-sided, 5-sided, 6-sided. How many sides does a triangle have, EJ? 3. Okay, what would be the 4-sided polygon we would put on here, Zaria? Okay, a square is 4-sided, but is there a broader term for 4-sided? What was it? Quadrilateral. Okay, what would we call the 5-sided polygon? Somebody raise your hand, I'm going to call on you. Go ahead, Zach. Pentagon. Okay. What do we call a 6-sided polygon, Nadia? A hexagon. I'm going to tell you a cool trick to help you remember that. What letter does 6 end with? X. And what letter is in hexagon? X. So that's our 6-sided. What? And I'll have to make a correction on your page. Who can tell me the correct name for a 7-sided polygon? The correct name. I have the incorrect name on your definition sheet. Jax?
Septagon.
Not septagon, it's a heptagon. I have on there hectagon, so change that C to a P. Heptagon. And then the last one's pretty easy because I think of a sea creature. What sea creature is famous for having 8 legs? Octopus. So what do we call an 8-sided polygon? Very good.
And then a nonagon.
And then we have the nonagon, which is easy because it starts with an N like the lead, like 9. So, we have our 3-sided polygon, 4-sided, 5-sided, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Listen here. I'm going to ask you another question. So all of those shapes on your test, if you said which one of these would be considered a polygon, and they had square listed, octagon listed, circle listed, and hexagon listed, which one is not a polygon? Which one should you choose?
Circle.
Circle. A square falls under which one of these?
Quadrilateral.
So watch what we're about to do. Everybody pretend like you have a microscope in your hand. Which one of these, based off what we found? Which one of these, based off what we've talked about this week so far, are we going to zoom in on and look at specifically? Raise your hand if you can tell me one of them. There are 2. EJ? We are going to zoom in with our microscopes. We're going to zoom in on quadrilaterals. And what's the other one we're going to zoom in on, Brandon? Triangles. We're going to zoom even farther, and we're going to branch off on triangle, and we're going to branch off on quadrilateral. But anything under triangle and anything under quadrilateral, would that be considered a polygon?
Yes.
Yes, because that's Big Daddy Polygon, okay? Everybody say Big Daddy Poly.
Big Daddy Poly.
Okay? Now, you can stop, and we'll start.